where our text will be found. I do thank God also for the staff of bishops and elders from the Pennsylvania Diocese that work with me and work beside me. I honor them. It's not often that I get a chance to thank them for what they do, but in this national setting, I appreciate every one of you for what you do, and your wives that stand also with you. Out of the book of Revelations, the 21st chapter, the 23rd throughout the 27th verse will be our text. And it reads, "And the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it. For the glory of God." Y'all hear that word, the glory? Yeah. It should do a thing in your life. It should excite you. It said, "For the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb is the temple of it. And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it. And the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it. And the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day. For there shall be no night there. And they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it. And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination, nor maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life." If I would leave a thought with you, and I thought this evening out of our program for Saturday night was Home for the Holy. But I have a thought that God has given me to add just to that thought. And that thought is, when the war is over, I'm going home. Listen, first of all, we look at this particular text tonight, and the text has been written by a great man by the name of John. John was John the Revelator, not John the Baptist. John here had been, say, so close to Jesus. Jesus showed John so many things of the future. John's purpose of writing this particular book, Revelation, was to fulfill the identity of Christ. First of all, the word identity comes from Latin words, which means identity. Meaning that we're finding out the true identity and the true character of Jesus. Let's stop there for a second. When we find out the true identity of Jesus, many of us sometimes that have been sick, we found out that Jesus was a healer. Some of us that when we were confused in mind, we found that Jesus was a mind regulator. We find that sometime when we have went to the doctor and the doctor sat there and diagnosed our problem and began to scratch his head, he began to wonder what's going on, because today's time they make up these different sicknesses and diseases, not really knowing what they're talking about. But when we sit there, we find out that Jesus is a great burden bearer. So here John let us know to tell us how the full identity of Jesus. One. Secondly, that John wrote a little further and found and let us know about that how Jesus